Commitments. We all have them. We make commitments to our family, our friends, our employers. What is your commitment to Toastmasters? And are you keeping that commitment? In keeping your commitment to Toastmasters, whether you know it or not, every Toastmaster makes a promise. We call it the Toastmasters promise. That's what we're going to talk about today. So how can you keep your Toastmasters promise? Well, number one is attending meetings regularly. Now, whether you actually are on the agenda, giving a speech, an evaluator, whatever, or just coming to observe the meeting, your attendance at meetings is important. You, one, learn from attending the meetings just by listening to speakers, listening to the evaluations, participating in table topics. Your feedback is very important to your fellow members, but more importantly, so is your showing your support by attending meetings regularly. When it is your time to speak, carefully prepare your speech. Read the project manual. Whether you're a competent communicator, an advanced communicator, read the manual. Focus on the objectives in that you're trying to achieve in that manual and prepare for that speech. Now, a lot of people I know focus very heavily on the content of their speech. The content of your speech only matters in contests. In Toastmasters meeting, speak from the heart. Speak from what you know. And learn the skills in those projects. That's your goal in attending these meetings and what you should be trying to accomplish. So don't worry about spending a lot of time writing the perfect speech. Just write a speech and get up here prepared and ready to deliver that speech. We need people to fill meeting roles. So while you're attending the meeting, if there's an opening, take on a role. Leadership is part of the Toastmasters educational program. So filling a role, being ready to deliver that role, is a way that you can fulfill your Toastmasters promise. The beauty of Toastmasters is that while we're learning how to become better communicators and speakers, we're also helping our fellow Toastmasters to become better communicators and speakers. You do that by providing helpful evaluations. And the model for an evaluation is really simple. It's nothing to be afraid of. You start off with giving positive feedback. Did the person meet their objectives? What did they do very well in the speech? You go to areas of improvement. What could they have done better? What objectives did they not meet? Any suggestions to improve on their next speech? And then finally, you wrap up with more positive feedback. I personally like to put in what I liked best about the speech to kind of wrap it up, and then always invite the speaker to speak again. Tell them you look forward to their next speech. That's providing, and aiding your fellow Toastmaster. Have a positive, friendly environment. Have fun at your meetings. Make sure that people feel welcome, that it's a positive, safe environment, that they can feel that they can come to the meeting and they're going to get good feedback, they're going to have friendly conversation, and that it's someplace that you're going to feel safe. Serving as an officer. Esther already mentioned that, but it's vital to the club's success. Filling up those 7 roles and making them more manageable for each person helps the club succeed. So it's vitally important that you take a role at some point as a Toastmaster and serving as an officer, not just in the club, but also as a district, at the district level. You'll need to do it if you ever aspire to become a DTM, which is the highest award you can receive in Toastmasters. Treat members and guests with respect and courtesy is going back to that positive, friendly environment. You want to make sure that when a guest comes to a meeting, that you introduce yourself, that you make them feel welcome, that they understand what is going to happen at the meeting. To make the quality of the club better, you need to bring guests. Who do you know that could benefit from the Toastmasters program? Invite them to a meeting. Make sure that they come and see why you think Toastmasters is such a great organization. We always want to follow the guidelines and rules established by Toastmasters International. That would be in your constitution and bylaws. And then obviously also observe ethical standards within and outside the club. So in conclusion, I hear a lot as area governor, people say, oh, I just don't have the time, I can't come to every meeting. I can't get my next speech in because I'm just busy at work, or I have this family event going on, or this friend's having a party next week, and they're excuses, and everybody can make excuses, but how important is Toastmasters to you? What is your commitment to Toastmasters in your own personal growth? I've dedicated part of 4 years to Toastmasters, and I've seen some great rewards, not just in my own personal growth, but the friendships I've made, and the environment that I've seen. It's a great organization. Remember the promise that you have made and the commitment you've made to this organization, because if you do, you will succeed in the future as well.